Check, check. Good day, good day. Checking my building right now. Let me check this audio, people. Give me a second. Make sure this audio is okay. Audio is not that good. Let me change this over. Forwarding there. All right. Big up, big up, big up. Let's try this audio thing one more time, people. Check it. Let's come to the YouTube. Good, bless upon yourself, love and respect, people. Hit that like button as you enter the live stream. Drop a comment if you're here. Big up on yourself. Welcome to the My Dream Podcast. Hope you guys are doing good. Please remember to support the stream if you're here. Please and thank you. We have a GoFundMe going on also, so you can drop a thing on the GoFundMe. You can support the stream. Big up on yourself. Blessings, blessings. We have a cash app. We have the PayPal. We have the Zelle. Big up to everybody. We are checking out the building. Big up to everybody that's supporting the stream and continue for supporting the stream. You know, I think go on anytime them. Big up on yourself, people. I want to make things possible. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope to hear from the people, no families across Jamaica right now. Want to know I think enough of us still communication is not that good with our family down there in Jamaica. But we are hearing bits and pieces now and then, so that's good. Right? You see me? That's good one at a time then. But we're doing our best, people. So see what you can do, how much you can help with, and stuff like that down there in Jamaica, people. Because it's help is needed right about everywhere. While everybody is doing what they can, see what you can do also. Because I'm telling you, like it's crazy, crazy. Like the devil, like it's not. I'm telling you, the impact of that Meliisa is not not one parish. It's in but a crazy amount of parish one at a time. Them communities, towns, villages, areas damaged, so affected. So you know what time it is, right? It's gonna take a large amount of manpower to get things up and running, rebuilding and stuff like that. So lot of thousands of people without shelter. You know that's crazy. They have nowhere to go. So people checking our building, big up on yourself, love and respect. You know I think. Mm-hmm. Is it me? Yeah, man. Everybody check in. All right, so big up all IP. Then we are checking our building right now. Best of yourself, Miss J. That big up yourself for there. One night time gives you foundation a check in. You see me? Vendetta GX with there. Era code big up yourself also there. Forwarding. Yeah, man. You know what time it is. So we're still seeing more and more videos coming out of Jamaica with the hurricane, and you know we're getting some more and more as we go by. We're getting more and more understanding of what's happening, people. It's crazy. You see me? It's crazy when I time them. Crazy thing going on. So forwarding, best up on yourself. Nice international. Big up yourself in the general check-in I building right now. Yeah. Also, there is communities that are still marooned, meaning that there are people trapped in these communities. They cannot get out. No one can go in because of where they are and the damage that was done to the roads and stuff like that. So you know the thing go. Yeah. And also we have more and more help and support coming in from all over the world. You see me? And plus there's some people making it political attack. Like people are saying that only people that are getting help is the JLP area them I get help. People are saying that there's no PNP people getting help and stuff like I don't know how people sit on the internet and just talk some things and they don't care of what they're saying. They just go on the internet and will say something, and it's like, why? Why would you say that right now? Hmm? Definitely. Why would you say that, people? Why would people say that? You see me? Big up yourself in a career music or checking out billing. Hit that like button, the people to enter the live stream. Please remember to support the stream. The cash app, the PayPal, the Zelle is there. All right, it's there when I hit on them. So please support the stream. Yeah, please and thanks. I have to support the streaming idea. Yeah, man, people. So drop a call in link to. You know that go. So forward in, forward in. Rich boy, best up yourself for checking in. Rich rap, where you going, my G? Big up yourself, you know. You know it go. So people, please remember to support the stream. The cash app, the PayPal, the Zelle. You know it go. We have things to deal with when I time them. So yeah. So please support if you're here and do what you can. Yes, cash app, the PayPal, the Zelle. You know it go. All right. You still me just not understand why turn I politics because people want their parties to win and people will make this thing politics. Don't understand why, don't know why, but people tend to do that. Yes, I mean, people are going to do that, and it's crazy. Like, bro, that's where we at. That's the only thing we can turn it into. Yo, politics. Yo, I see even somebody saying, yo, Andrew, Andrew in a trouble. Andrew should have make Andrew. Oh, yes, this just makes no sense. It just makes no sense when I tell them people what they're saying. Man, they must say, yo, Andrew, you're in a pressure, you should have met Mark Golden win, car. What you know? You see me? Yeah, man, car. Every money account, everybody is counting money that's coming in the country. But think about it. They're sending people don't read sometimes. People don't tend to read and stuff like that. Sexism, big up yourself and check in. People don't tend to read what's going on in with some of the help that's coming in. They don't tend to read and understand what these figures are about. Because some of the aid that is coming in, right? They tell you, all right, we're sending 1 million of aid. You see me? People are not gonna tell you that 1 million of aid that is coming in is not $1 million in cash. It's $1 million worth of aid, supplies. You see me? Food stuff, whatever. They're not gonna tell you it's that, you know. Big up everybody at checking sexy, you know, I think going on. They're not gonna tell you that's what's going on here or that's what's coming in. But so it does crazy people go say, yo, everybody account all that money them. Yes, everybody account the money them, but nobody not realizing that. Is it money coming in or it's just what it's worth and stuff like that. Eh? People mad when I time them. So we have different countries helping out and stuff like that. Yes, and we see Trinidad and Tobago forward up and they're helping.
You may not know, Jamaica is very close to me. I lived there for 14 years.
So she's the president of Trinidad and Tobago, and she said that Jamaica is very close to her. So she grew up in Jamaica. She lived in Jamaica for 14 years. That's a lot of years. That's over a decade. She lived in Jamaica. All right? That's a long time. I don't know if it's when she was younger or whatever, but she lived in Jamaica for 14 years. All right? Yeah, and I had no idea that she was in Jamaica living for 14 years. That's a long time to be living in a country. That me I tell you.
Part of what I am. In my earlier years, I've been molded partly by Jamaica. Over the weekend, I began a
No one day it's so hot when I time them over Trinidad day. You see me? God damn it.
drive for hurricane relief for Jamaica, and I was there on the port, and we were loading containers with food and essential supplies to send to Jamaica. The corporate partners, they really stepped up to the plate. And so we're loading all these pallets and huge pallets.
All right, so you will see an article right now. Trinidad and Tobago send 500,000 US dollar of aid to Jamaica, and people go say, yo, Trinidad send 500,000. Yo, this like they're not gonna read and say, yo, that's what they know that's what it's worth. I'm just saying people, for example.
Pallets filled with food and essentials to send to Jamaica, but it will not be enough. So I use this opportunity to ask all Trinidad and Tobago to join us in this drive. And if you want to help, you may not be able to send a whole container or a whole pallet, but whatever you can give, no matter how small it is, and you would ask me where. I have asked my Minister of Local Government to open up all the regional corporations, so all 14 corporations throughout Trinidad and Tobago and the THA in Tobago. Whatever you can give, however small it may be, please, you can donate there. Haiti and Cuba, we also have to help them.
Haiti and Cuba needs a lot of help too. That's no joke. Haiti and Cuba needs a lot of help. Multiple countries need help. Mark the boss, big up yourself for checking, and who that June at the time. So people like up alive, checking I building. Remember to support the streaming idea, people. Please and thanks. Is him the cash up, the PayPal, the Zelle. If you want to send over a thing, when I time them, the cash up, the PayPal, the Zelle. Alright? Yeah man, people, no jokes about it. So forwarding, support the stream. Let me put these back on the screen. And the cash at the PayPal is on the screen right now. Also, let me put the GoFundMe is on the screen. The QR code, the GoFundMe, you can scan that QR code and drop something on the GoFundMe. People, yes, I'm do the right thing. The cash at the PayPal link is in drop in the chat right now. So yeah, support the stream, people. Support the thing. Yeah, you know that go. All right. Here as you see, people, it's Trinidad is doing what they can. All right. So also Panama sends humanitarian flight from Copa with medical supplies, non-perishable foods, clothing, and utilities. All right. So Canada, no, not Canada, Panama. Sorry, Panama is it means actually helping also sending in stuff. You know that's a good look. So you understand what's going on. That other countries are chipping in, other countries are sending what they can, doing what they can because they want to help out their neighboring Caribbean countries, another in the region. So that is a good look. All help is appreciated right now. You know what time it is. You understand what time it is, people. All help is appreciated right now. Cartagena, Colombia. You see me? The Armada, you see me? Colombia is beginning the process of delivering over 22 tons of humanitarian aid to Jamaica to assist in the recovery after devastation by Hurricane Meliisa. 22 tons. You see me? Of aid when I time them coming from Colombia. You understand what time it is. So Colombia is sending help. You see what's going on. All right, there's other countries also. I'm gonna say the U.S. government will donate an additional amount of U.S. 11 million towards immediate assistance in communities affected by Hurricane Melissa across Jamaica. This initial amount will cover emergency food supplies for around 40,000 civilians affected by the weather system, the installation, and 6 water treatment system and mobile. So people, look at this. Flashback, big up yourself. Look at this, people. Look at this. The U.S. government drops $11 million. $11 million. People go say, yo, that's crazy amount of money, and it's crazy amount of money. But watch out, people. This money will be able to cover emergency food supplies for around 40,000 people. All right, affected by the weather system, the installation of 6 water treatment system, and mobile medical services, among other relief efforts. So that is what that 11 million will cover. That 11 million will be able to cover food or supplies for 40,000 people. Now, how much people is affected? All right, what is the numbers of people and communities, and how much people has been affected in this area? Eh? Come on, man. See, I understand. Say, a lot of money is needed. I know, and people not looking at the damage that they're estimating. Like it's between 2.2 billion and 5 billion. Yeah, between 2 to 5 billion. I'm talking billions when I time them. So you know I think that's the kind of damage that Meliisa did. I don't know drought damage Meliisa did when I time them, man. I tell you, our Samaritans Purse team has finished setting up a community water filtration system in Black River. Jamaica, where Hurricane Meliisa damaged or completely destroyed every home and structure. This is a critical need, and these systems can provide clean water to up to 10,000 people per day. We are airlifting two more community water system and additional shelter tarp. Jamaica, pray. All right, relief. Another team from El Salvador arrived in Jamaica late last evening, bringing relief supplies. This team will join the ongoing humanitarian assistance and disaster relief effort since the passage of hurricane. You see me? St. Kitts and Nevis will donate 100,000 support Jamaica recovery efforts. We stand strong. We stand together as one people. So you see, St. Kitts and Nevis sending help, stuff like that. Help is coming in. So we have to give thanks, people. Jamon, big up there, up. I rather this than giving the fit. That's what the that's true, Jamon. Because you know when it comes to money, and not for the people. I mean, I say Jamon, not for the people that might hear about the money, but they're not listening or they're not reading what the money is for. So what happened with this 11 million that America is whatever going to donate? That 11 million is to use for what we just read and tell you a while ago. It's not just to just give them the money. Them the on the ground and set up what we set up and stuff like that. So it's not like we're gonna give you the money when I time them. No, no, no. That's not the case. You see me? That's far from the case. You not just get the money so and then yeah. Nah. The US government will donate the 11 million, but guess what? They have them team on the ground that are going to use this money for emergency food supplies for around 40,000 people affected by the weather system. The installation of 6 water treatments. So this is already using to install 6 water treatment system and medical service among other relief efforts. So that's what they're doing. Hmm? You see me? China. Anything from China? Well, hold on. As me say, helps are coming in. Helps are coming in. Don't want to tell line on any country. I see something with China. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Give me a second. Where did I put it? So there is something. There are movements from the China community. You see me? The Chinese community are helping. People are helping. As days goes by, just believe me, people are doing what they can to help. Hold on, let me open this page and I couldn't know what time it is. You see me? Yeah. So people are helping, man. Chinese I think it's the Jamaica Observer. It's the red one. The Jamaica Observer. So the Chinese are doing what they can. So Chinese community packs relief supplies for St. Elizabeth hurricane victims. You see me? So yes, several Chinese nationals have stepped up to support relief efforts for community affected and stuff like that. We just shared on Instagram by Neil Yap Sam show volunteers at the Chinese Benevolent Association Center packing packages. So these are Chinese community that is in Jamaica. They're actually doing this. As me say, as Jamon put it a while ago, people, I know you want to see everybody stepping out and help, but you have to understand this help is not needed for all the help is needed one day. If the help can span out whatever, because remember, these people don't have houses. You're giving them food supplies, but they don't have shelter. You understand? And clean up still a one. So if some people don't chip in this week and the people are chipping next week and the next week, what happened now? We need shelters for these people now in order to keep them food or whatever. They don't have shelter. You're giving me food, but I don't have shelter. Okay, all the help coming at once. So what about next week? What about the shelter? What's going on for the rebuilding? Blood march up. So think about it. Helps are coming, more and more helps are coming by the weeks, by the days. That is good. But what happened now? We need shelters for these victims. That is what is needed right now. People still are homeless. People don't have a where to sleep. There cannot be any rebuild because where do you pick up the pieces from? So the government now, if they can find a way to host these people at this point in time, I don't know. Yeah, they have to try to find a way to host these people. I see people saying the hotels need to open up and at least take in some people and see if they can help some that are homeless. And I think it's up to the hotel if they want to do that. But if they can, that would be appreciated. All right. So as you see, people are dislocated, people are displaced, people are not have no house. So we need shelters for them. You see me? We need shelters for these people that don't have any house. Come on. So not just the food, but shelters. How do we get them shelters? Hopefully, government have something in place to shelter these people, to put them up, because they need to be put up right now. You see me? These people need to be put up. Think about it, like wagwan, like when am I go sleep? Yeah, me have food, but when me I sleep, me medication, like you can't, you know, like sleeping out a door right now under stress and whatever. Come on, that's not good. So shelters is the next thing right now. Hopefully government are gonna roll out something because they must have that in mind that okay, how we can get the people them shelter right now. So in some buses, I don't know if Andrew has some house when he can give away. I don't know if him can get us link up some hotel and say, all right, we're gonna host some people over so we got this, like I don't know. You see me? Or can Sunday hotel and motel open, but up here different. Yeah, that's true. So I don't know how we'll get the host in right now. That's something we need to do. Philip Detta, big up yourself, you know. Chinese actually helping. Wow. That's the first. They don't normally help people. They always about business. Well, they're in the community of Jamaica and they understand what time it. I think they do help. Basically, this is the community, the Chinese community in Jamaica that is helping. I don't think this is on behalf of the Chinese government, but this is the Chinese Jamaican them. You see me, Jamaican Chinese them. Them a help one at a time them. One them at their yard, one them a business in Jamaica, they are the one helping. They're the one doing this. And stuff like that. So as you see, people are helping. So the Chinese community in Jamaica, yeah, Jamaican Chinese community, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, put on that one. 放那个 pad， 还有放那个 pampers， pad 跟 pampers 可能不够。
You have knife?
I have the knife. I go get it for you. Hi, Devi.
Chinese community big in Jamaica, man.
Hey, look here. Chad.
Pot was so sweet.
Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yo, want some rum now with the Pepsi?
Yeah. Yeah, Chinese, yo. The match at na patwa, dog. Patwa, man, the match at in dog. One thing for sure and two things for sure. The Chinese community is going to support Jamaica. So that's from the support that's getting. So anybody asks for the Chinese, they're doing what they can. All right. So French vessel delivers humanitarian aid. So finally, the French ship that them sent off reach. You see me? So the French ship that set sail couple of days now, finally reach Jamaica. All right, on the waters, politics business kick fully. CPNP key press conference about. What do you mean, Mark City already? No way. What are you saying? PNP kick our press conference crying about what? Eh? Why are they dividing the people them right now in the time of need? They're trying to get, like, I guess, getting the vote or getting a win. If you can get the people them devastated right now and blame whatever, that's is swaying them to your side. Cause you're gonna tell the people them say, yo, a JLP caused this. What's them not help or no? But when you think about it, what if a PNP send this time? To do this. Eh? What's going on here? Yeah, no, Chinese live down there, man. They're still like crying that don't get enough money. The conference is live now. Which part? Oh, you know, which part? On YouTube? It's live now on YouTube. You remember? You remember Puerto Rico? How much of AIDS them spoiled? Yeah, I remember. I remember. Which part? Are they live on YouTube right now, Mac City? Lamb 40 up, you know. Again, I went down to middle quarter census, but brother, it's crazy. You have to, yeah. Me G, know what I go on night time, them, but you have to, I know St. Elizabeth alone, me G. I know for that place crazy. You see me, Westmoreland, Hanover, Montego be a crazy too. You see me? Live on the PNP channel. You have to tell me, yeah, Mr. What I go on over there, because thing turns political, you know. Government of Jamaica. I don't see. What's the name of the PNP channel? PNP press conference. Hold on.
Fogging can take place, but it is only a temporary measure. We have to get as much as possible mosquito repellents, mosquito nets out there for persons who are exposed to the elements. And we have to be testing water sources very regularly. We have to get the chlorine tablets, the water treatment solutions, as well as tablets, and water. We need to get water. And with all of this, persons in the affected areas, they have to be advised of what to look out for, how to practice proper hygiene, how to, unfortunately, we have to say, isolate bodies so that they don't come in contact with decomposing bodies and they are exposed to infections. So unless we fix primary care immediately, we're going to see this disaster that is man-made if we don't do it right. And I choose that term carefully because if we can prevent a lot of this, if we get the team.
I know we couldn't have prepared for Meliisa, but there are some things that we could have done differently. And there is still time to do some things that will ensure that those who experience the wrath of Hurricane Meliisa will help to pick up the pieces and get their lives together. Now, our leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, is going to play for you what has been happening pre, during, and post Meliisa coming to Jamaica. Dr. Alfred Dawes will tell you about the health crisis and the potential health danger in Trelawney because the
who have lost their lives in this tragic hurricane, parts of Hanover, and of course, Trelawney and even St. Anne. The rest of Jamaica has also suffered damage, some of it before the hit of the hurricane. And so we can't leave them out because there are communities all over the island where people are in a very difficult situation, whether it be due to no access with roads being blocked or breakaways, landslides, and so on. our hearts go out to all who are in this dire predicament now. Now, Jamaica is going to be facing very difficult times. And I think that point is not
Yeah, this is Isaac Buchanan. He's there.
lost on anyone who is familiar with what is going on as I speak. In this context, we all need to pull together in unity to get Jamaica through this terrible disaster. This is a time to join hands and hearts, not just in words, but in deeds, so that the whole nation can feel part of responding positively to this devastating situation and the solutions that will help us to pull ourselves out of it. The opposition must not at this time be seeking to score political points as a political competitor.
Mandela strength up, you know. Bunting and Mark Golden, billionaires. Where their contribution? I don't know, you know. You see me? They're waiting on medical, and they're waiting on their aid, help.
Of the government. This is not
Checking in, Symphony, I'll bless up the live, bro. I'm touch road today to do a drive, and the only person of about 50 who actually helps was a Guyanese lady. Bless up Guyanese data everywhere. Anyway, she there. You see me? Check in, bless up the entire live, bro. I'm touch road today to do a drive, and the only person of about 50 who actually helps was a Guyanese lady. Yeah? Jaja. It's crazy when I time now you say only one person help. I know when I time them. Yeah, boy. It was crazy when I time Symphony, you know, trying to get help and stuff like that. Because there's something else. It's because you're doing something positive. When you're trying to do something positive, the world has gone mad, Symphony. Donkey say world on level, but I think the world already turned over. You see me? The world has gone mad. So if you're trying to do something positive, you're not going to get that much attention. But once it's negative, I'm telling you, everything's gonna click. So the world right now, if you were using negative to get that do that drive, I'm telling you, you'd get more donation. That's how crazy the world is. And the person that helped, she understand. You see me, cause that person up in her age, and she know, you know, she been there on the planet for a good while. So that's the next thing. Yeah, the people them not trust nobody, you know that. But yeah, I understand. But people are trying to help. They give her 5, they give her 10 or whatever, however you can help. You see me, and as I say, if you can help however you can, and if you know areas and do the right thing, and if you know somebody that's doing something and you can trust that person, do the right thing. Symphony is doing a drive to get some help. Anybody wanna reach out to the G, let me know when I time them. Media Fox up on the ground is doing some help. You know, Better Life Better. You see me reach out when I time them. If you know like people wanna know. People from, you know. There are some people here that are underground are trying to help as much as possible.
not the time for the opposition to adopt that posture. And we are indeed trying our very best to operate in the spirit of that. On the other hand, we must point out where there are areas of need and what we see as the priorities in relation to those needs, where we see weaknesses in the response mechanisms that need strengthening or correcting, and we must provide, where we can, constructive, well-intentioned suggestions to help navigate the country through this disaster. We must also demand transparency and fairness in the distribution of all relief. The relief must get to those who need it, prioritizing those who need it most, whether they be of whatever political color or whatever demographic group they may belong to. They are all Jamaicans, and they are to be treated equally in this time without any form of discrimination or tribal politics coming into it. And we want to stand for that. There can be no place for partisanship or profiteering by political insiders or others connected to them at a time like this. It requires good governance, inclusive governance, authentic communication, and everyone working together. I now move to some of the things that I wish to propose in this regard. I have proposed to the Prime Minister from last week, Wednesday, that he should establish a broad-based task force to be given the responsibility of governance oversight over the relief effort, the relief coming in, how it is dealt with, how it is distributed, not to manage that process on a day-to-day basis, but to provide oversight to those who are managing it. So there's some accountability for how it's done, and that accountability is being held by a broad-based group that can enjoy the support.
CG, big up yourself for checking in the building now. I rockable check in right now. Big up yourself.
Support and confidence of the whole society, especially those who are suffering terribly now, and no doubt fear that they may not be treated fairly, or they may be ignored or overlooked in the response of the state to the crisis. I also think there needs to be a clear command structure for the actual day-to-day management of the response to the relief. And that should be led, in my opinion, by professionals in disaster management, not by politicians who do not know the ins and outs of responding to a disaster of this magnitude. And we should not be shy of seeking international support and help from persons who have career expertise and experience in this regard.
You're code up. So this is the opposition leader speaking about a proposal he made to Andrew Holness regarding the oversight of the hurricane aftermath and stuff like that, and how the aid is distributed and supplied. And he's saying it should not be overseen by politicians or whatever, but I should have a task force that oversees this.
Thirdly, we're going to need a Marshall Plan, a well-funded, broad-based plan for the rebuilding and reconstruction of large swathes of Jamaica which have been ravaged by this hurricane. That plan cannot be developed today, but it is vital that we prepare such a plan and that it have the inputs of persons who have the necessary skills and experience and knowledge to design a comprehensive, workable plan that can be executed efficiently and that can have the confidence of our international partners we are going to rely on heavily to provide the financial support for this. And in terms of more specific recommendations now, I have asked the Prime Minister to make an additional allocation of resources to members of Parliament so that they can mobilize communities and contractors to help with the cleaning up of communities that are currently in a state of devastation, clearing roads where necessary, cutting trees and the like. Until that allocation is made, members of Parliament are unable to respond to the needs of the people unless they happen to have some personal resources or access to dealing with it outside of the public system, and many do not have that. I would also say that the process of engaging contractors to do that kind of work should be simplified and made easy for members of Parliament, especially in those areas where there's very limited connectivity and where following the normal bureaucratic processes that are required would be very challenging or impossible for members of parliament. If contractors have a TRN, whatever the allocation is, there should be invoices, and those invoices can be submitted, but the work should be able to begin. Secondly, we note and agree with the decision to suspend the
Yo, this politics thing is crazy. If we them argue one night time and I chat over there, you know, nationwide go with this and that, like it's crazy one night time. Like it is crazy things going on, people. This is what Vice Cartel lawyer say.
Saying that on the eastern side of Jamaica, I'm setting the context to say that equity in distribution is going to be an important theme if we are to ensure that all persons in Jamaica are not excluded or left out, but rather inclusion. Now in Portland, this is a direct message from the constituents. Port Antonio is not all of Portland. So in saying that, I want people to understand that there was devastation in Portland Eastern. In particular, the Fellowship Division,
Upgrade editor checking a building.
which is a valley area. Meliisa did serious damage in that area. There are persons who, the roofs are all gone. It's similar in the Mansion Hill Division. So there are persons who are homeless as we speak. I raise this in the context that persons have an ability to try to survive. They try their best to ensure that they move on with their life. It's almost an innate ability these days. But I want the government to understand that when persons are building back their houses and just taking up zincs that probably don't even belong to them to ensure that they have a roof over their heads, they can't wait. It's impossible to wait until somebody comes to say, okay, I see the damage. We will process your claim and then give you some support. That support is in the sum of $50,000, $100,000, $400,000 if it's complete destruction. And if you are a Jamaican and you want to be a homeowner, you know the reality that $400,000 will never be able to put you back in the position that would make you a homeowner.
Politics, that's not politics. Crazy politics are going, my G. Election just go on, so crazy politics are going on yard, which we don't want. So the press conference are going.
In livable, humane conditions. So when I speak of equity of distribution, although Meliisa didn't hit at ground zero in the east, we are an island surrounded by water, especially if you're a coastline parish like Portland, Eastern, St. Thomas, Portland, Eastern and Western, all of Portland and all of St. Thomas. But if we speak of the constituency, I'm not going to sit here or stand here and say that MPs who are not in those ground zeros aren't affected, because we all are. As it is right now, we are a country where...
So I said as a theme players get mashed up to, you see me? So I think that's what he's trying to say, that Portland, when win part of Portland, theme players mash up. So MPs in different areas need to get donation. I guess that's what he's trying to say, right?
Resources are scarce.
Yeah, resources. So they need resources in for them areas too.
The opposition leader would have reached out to the Prime Minister and there was an allocation. What does that allocation look like? I can only tell you from the lived experience that from a human rights perspective, if you get $1.5 million, that amounts to no more than 600 care packages and probably 22 tarpaulins. Why am I speaking on this? Because it would mean that if you are a member of parliament and you had persons voting for you in the amount of 8,000 plus persons, these are persons that have been affected, and whether you know it or not, It's not just the elderly. It's not just women and children. They're able-bodied persons who live day to day. They- and I'm just using that as a starting point because I'm saying this. It is not the time to be political. You can't see color. You can't see political parties. You have to understand that on a human rights plane, the needs of everybody will be important. And we might not know it now, but what Friday will look like in terms of how you source your meal, it won't be a laughable situation. We must look at what is happening across Jamaica. And while we start to think of how resources are distributed, I will yield to my senior, Natalie, Comrade Natalie, to speak about distribution and all of that. But what I will say, though, is what is of great importance is that we are to go to the bare minimum and think of the human rights realities. There are persons who are ill, who their medication has to be on the refrigerator. They need energy and they don't have it. So 7 days have passed thereabout, and that medical access is not a reality because
People, I tell you, boy, oh boy, like that's why certain people do certain work and going a certain work people. That's why there's sometimes to deal with a natural disaster, certain things on the level. Like it's not easy. It's not just 1, 2, 3. It's not just 20. It's not 24. It's not 48 hours. It's not 72 hours. It takes time. Especially when you have multiple parishes, crazy amount of communities, towns, cities destroyed, areas that are impossible, like you cannot get connected to move these people to get them out, and your manpower in the country. Imagine the manpower again of Jamaica, including JCF and JDF, also the firefighters, nurses, and doctors when I time them, first responders or whatever. It's still not a lot, even when other countries are sending 300 people, 400 people, this amount of people and stuff like that. Remember, these people have to be relocated, and they have to be put in shelters, and it takes a lot of movements to do these things. He might be saying these things like when you're on the outside, we will say things, but you're not on the inside. So it might sound easy, like, yo, we need to get the people, the Marooned people. Like, I'm saying, if it was them in a power same way, it would be the same thing. It doesn't matter. Like, the devastation, like, it's crazy. Like, Mark and Backerman supporters don't need any aid. They weren't affected by the hurricanes. Whereas on inside the country is not going to be the same under these conditions. Because mind games them a play, the ignorant folks will continue to blame. I get what he's saying there, and truth be told, if they don't work together, there going to be more deaths. Yeah, but they should be working together. That's what we need. But I don't know why they're not working together. I don't know what's going on over there. I think, all right, we see them out there work on the ground. They have they're in their areas. They're doing what they can do in with the government. Allocate some money. So all right, you see me? What's coming in? And that's what I'm saying. Like, they should have a dialogue with the government, but I don't know what's going on. Why aren't they working together? Shouldn't they be in dialogue? Both parties should be in dialogue right now, and they're allocating for their place that's affected, and say, all right, here we go, and we're gonna go in as well. Alias, because PNP don't want to work together. I don't even know who don't want to work together with who. If it's the JLP don't want to work with them or the PNP don't want to work with them, I don't know. But please, can't work together. Yeah, the power struggles. Like, try to work together, please. Come together right now. Show the people them say, all right, I guess They cannot work together because that will show the people them say, yo, brother. No, you know what? Them not going to work together, blood clot. 'Cause if them ever go work together, I guess PNP, I gonna say, yo, that's a dagger into her heart. That's just killing the PNP party and forever solidifying Andrew Holness. So we can't work together. We have to actually, always stand against and get our people, them rally up our troop. So it's a divide and it's not going to work together. But as an insight, Fernando, it's need for them to point fingers. If you understand the ball game, if they point fingers, their people will start, riled up. It's giving their side something to fuss about. Also trying to get more people on their side. Yo, them not do this. Yo, them not do this. See, for the win of power, we do this and we do that. So I go on there, so. So now you think about it. People say Andrew sending hurricane. So I think a symphony a little say it. So why people not think say okay, Mark sending hurricane for mash up Andrew Holness. So people just be thinking, yo, Andrew selling hurricane, but nobody not think say, yo, Mark can't send the hurricane, you know. Maybe Mark send the hurricane because he might try to find a way to get out Andrew. It's crazy these people are talking. Or nobody that talk when I tell them. That's what I'm saying, Symphony. If they were together, Andrew will forever be solidified as the best president and the best prime minister of Jamaica. You see me? Ever. So they cannot. You see me? Nah, take credit for it. I see you say it when I time them. Okay, I don't remember. I think I want to say it still. You see me? Yeah. Yeah, no. World club, you know. Yeah, man. Politics at all time, man.
Because I've heard Portland is not a priority.
Portland? People, is Portland a priority? You see what I'm talking about? The man said Portland is a priority. No, people, I'm not saying... People, is Portland a priority at this point in time, though? Portland... People, is Portland a priority? Bro, do you see St. Elizabeth? Do you see Trelawney? Do you really see Hanover? Westmoreland? Do you see St. Anne's? Mount St. James? Do you see these parishes? Am I missing anyone? Brother, that's Portland. No, this is not a priority. I don't see no video coming out of Portland saying, yo, we need this, we need that. Yo, we're suffering, we're cut off, we're locked off, we're dying. I don't see that. What's wrong with this idiot? And remember, Portland is run by the Vaz, them or whatever. So it's political again. People, there is other parishes that are crazily damaged. But this man is saying Portland is a priority. No disrespect, but is it really a priority? I'm asking the question. Is Portland a priority, people, after Hurricane Meliisa? Is it? Where is it on the list? Where does it rank? Does it rank in the top 1, top 2, top 3, top 4, top 5? Where does it rank? That I'm making something checking a building. Big up yourself, verbal maturation, mental for the people of Portland. So when we are talking about people, I'm asking, where does Portland rank out of Hanover, St. James, Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, St. Anne's, and all these places? Where does Portland rank on the priority list? God, this man is telling us Portland right now is a priority. Top 14. Oh, God. A 14 to us. So about St. Thomas. Because St. Thomas, we see what happened to St. Thomas. Even St. Thomas, when I time them,
I've heard that. And that is a sad reality because I have the evidence in terms of looking at the photos, the pictures.
Mrs. Gold, how are you doing? Best of yourself, Portland can stay for last, them good. So I'm saying, the damage will go on, Portland can go on easy over this one night time, them, bro. I don't know what is a man you talk about Portland as a priority right now. I don't know where him get that from. It's not. Exactly, Philip. St. James need more help. Westmoreland need more. Hanover. They need a lot of help down that side. Crazy amount of help. There's people that's been cut off. You can't hear from them matter about Portland. Plus, there's other places too. We get more damage than Portland. St. Anne's and them place there. Right now, a man for Manchester. Them place there. What am I talking about?
Being on the ground in Manchester, being on the ground in Reach, being in Fellowship. I'm just naming a few. Bellevue, Comfort Castle, Millbank, where there are just total devastation. Disaster.
So wait there. If you might call them the total devastation disaster. You know,
disaster. Persons who are from the disabilities community, the disabled community, and they don't have a home. The shelters aren't in operation. It's not a continuation of it. Persons have to go far places. So I need people to understand that. And when it comes to the distribution, yes, ODPEM is there. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security and care packages are going out. But I want you to quantify the reality. Is that if you have 300 care packages, that can just go to even one community. And it will, while I stand as a member of Parliament of Portland Eastern, and I can do so much and no more with the resources. And I understand when it comes to the concept of support Jamaica and funneling all resources through the government. That is an impossibility and not realistic. So much so that I have gone on by taking guidance from the diaspora to start a GoFundMe.
You hear what a man say? You hear what a man do say a while ago? Yeah, and support Jamaica that the government, and I put whatever through there. So, but brother, in truth and reality, one at a time, them we not really get them money there, you know. So yeah, what do? The man I say him go to the diaspora, the man talk about GoFundMe or whatever, get donation. You hear what a man say, people? Probably speak of myself, you know. The man I say, yo, the money we got is thing, the donation, them we go to the government and whatever. Boy, him not get nothing out of that, you know, because that I go to the government. So he must stop a GoFundMe so the diaspora can help send the money to him. But I don't even know what's going on. You see me? I don't even know what's wrong with these people. Well, and big up yourself, you know. Great Edwards are checking our building right now. Let me read this super chat from Mr. Great Edwards. Mark Golden, me no rate you. You and Andrew are the same thing. Andrew, you're in trouble, you know, your response to this inadequate politics at Jamaica are every. Big up yourself, you know. Great Edward are checking 9 billion. But that is politics overall. You see me? And stuff like that. What you said, Andrew, the same thing. Andrew, you're in trouble, you know, your response to the storm is inadequate. So I guess the GS one item, Andrew response to the storm is inadequate. Andrew could be more precise or could be more better with his response to the storm. But how do you respond to a storm after this? At this scale, Great Edwards, how do you respond? Ricochet, the big myself for checking our building. Bless him. Said the diaspora want him to set up a GoFundMe. He went to the diaspora to set up a GoFundMe. That's what he said. Because the money that is going to the Jamaica, he's not going to get any or whatever. So that's what's going on there. So he wants to set up a GoFundMe. I can play it back. That's what he said. He went to the diaspora. You can hear his speech again. You see me? Sure go on, say big of yourself, you know. But I'm saying, Great Edwards, how do you want how the response should be after a hurricane like this? Remember, what manpower, like how much manpower Jamaica have, meaning that they the cleaning of the roads, the relief that's coming in, the aids and stuff like that. That's aid that's coming from different country. They're gonna take time. You have to coordinate, try to establish certain stuff because they're dealing with a disaster. This is a disaster when I time them. Better like better check in. So how do you respond? There's places where them still can go. There are places that they're doing airlifting and stuff like that. So I don't know. There's countries still sending in people. So that means say Andrew, them still ask the people them need more help. They're asking for help, but they're doing it to the right dialogue channels and stuff like that. So when you think about it, the response, we have been like 6 days now. Tomorrow is going to be 1 week since the passing of since Hurricane Mesa, because I know it's Tuesday. She touched the country. You see me? So 1 week so far. You have to 1 week so far already. The response, it's crazy. Where I don't know if we don't understand. Jamaica is a third world country. We don't have certain equipments. So certain thing if you are shipping our country or bringing our country, them have people down there work. It's oh my god, I don't know. We wish it could be faster, but we have to also understand the logistic that this magnitude and the roads them and certain areas where people are, it's nothing normal. Plus, see a thing where the man them are rob the convoy them are rob people, we are help people. So it's like there's so much things to deal with. And I like say Andrew cannot take all of the people them and bring them to the side of the country. Then what the other parish them? Because you still have to left police up there. So like there's so much things going on. It's gonna take time, people. Big up yourself in a great Edward. Big up yourself, my G. I know if I hear from your people them, are they good? Did they get contact? You contact them again or stuff like that? Country boss Steve, big up yourself, It was only a matter of time before someone would forward want with a massage them ego. Jamaica has just get mashed up by a hurricane. People are in need of immediate help with food, water, shelter, basic necessities. That's true. That is what people are needed right now. But some of them country boss have to go come out and say some things because man, politics are me not get help and stuff like that. But Jamaica need help. You see me? Jamaica need help right now, especially down the west side, south side, down the side of Jamaica, whatever. Right now, it's a lot of help. But when you think about it, it's going to take time. It has been just 7 days now. So 7 days, 6 days, going to 7 days, going to a week. All right, they're the major roadways. They're trying to clean them. There is I see a thing. There is like a place. Some of the roads them nothing can drive on it. No bike, not with bike or bicycle can pass. You see me, I walk, you have to walk. So think about them road there will lead to some communities. And also there's people going around trying to see where helicopters can land and stuff like that. So they can get airlift things in a certain places. So they're doing their best. You see me? You're doing their best when I time them. No jokes about it. Dream, I'm begging you 500 credit, please. Big up yourself, Trun Brakal. You're begging me 500 credit right now. Are you in Jamaica? You see me? Link up when I time them. They see the firefighter woman. Yeah, you see the firefighter woman will lost her home. You see me? Feel better. It's a lot to handle. It's going to take time. The most you can do right now is keeping people alive, safe, and healthy. That is it. That's what you can do, and that's what I was saying. What I want them to roll out is the shelters right now, which hopefully the shelters are coming in. So hopefully they can establish these temporary shelters to get the people them shelters. The temporary medical facilities are going up and stuff like that. So those are things that we are looking for. Big up in the country, boss. Thank you for that £10. So those are things that we want now because the people them are homeless. If they can get some temporary shelter at this point in time, and as people were saying, hopefully some hotel them can say, all right, we're gonna decide, say, all right, we're taking 100 people and 200 people. So it's me like with some of the people them because it's needed. Because they need somewhere to stay. and stuff like that. So let's see what go on. 'Cause we need the shelters, them, food and everything are coming, but we need shelters for the people, them.
Distribution. Yes, ODPEM is there. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security and care packages are going out, but I want you to quantify the reality. Is that if you have 300 care packages, that can just go to even one community, and it will. While I stand as a member of Parliament of Portland Eastern, and I can do so much and no more with the resources. And I understand when it comes to the concept of support Jamaica and
Hold on. You have to lift the restrictions from the bureaucracy to allow people to get immediate help. A member of parliament cannot enter in a private contract to clear the roads, send tents, etc. You see me? So I don't know what's going on there, why there is restriction there, and what the government. I would need further clarification on why a member of parliament cannot enter in a private agreement or stuff like that for clear roads. I would need further, you see me, information. Because if you're a member of parliament, which member of parliament doesn't they normally enter in private contract and give people private contract to clear roads? Or is it that the resources that was allocated or them need more? I don't know. What and good enough compared to everywhere else. So Great Edwards, that's what I want to understand. Where across the red tape slow down everything. There are no roads in most of the affected areas, the conflict areas. If you stop the highway robbers outside, no. Uptown scammers out. I don't know why the member of parliament cannot enter in private contracts. As you say, red tape is there right now. So I guess at this point in time, no private contracts can be handed out or stuff like that. But can these so I guess these private contractors, they're not going to move until the government are the okay. So these people, these private contracts, people that has these equipments, they're not going to move, they're not going to help until they're contracted and stuff like that. Because they okay, so they're not going to even help. Okay, that's crazy when I tell them. Yeah, them now move until funds run. But they're saying the government tell them not to enter. A member of parliament, I think is she go talk. Well, one player she go talk. She's going to talk. Hold on, the Great Edwards. I think she's here now. Hold on. Skip out. Hold on.
funneling all resources through the government. That is an impossibility and not realistic. So much so that I have gone on by taking guidance from the diaspora to start a GoFundMe. And it is the diaspora from Portland.
So he said he has gone on to start a GoFundMe. Then him straight again. Yo, him have taken
So much and no more with the resources. And I understand when it comes to the concept of support Jamaica and funneling all resources through the government. That is an impossibility and not realistic. So much so that I have gone on by taking guidance from the diaspora to start a GoFundMe. And it is the diaspora from Portland and persons who are concerned that have raised funds for me to be able to do things that the government is not yet prepared to do. I will just say, think of every single person, because that is my...
I don't even know what's going on here, people.
It is the diaspora from Portland and persons who are concerned that have raised funds for me to be able to do things that the government is not yet prepared to do.
I don't know what are those things that the government is not yet prepared to do that he's doing in Portland, because he said Portland is priority. This man is saying Portland is priority right now and Portland need help, a lot of help. That's what he's saying. Not saying Portland wasn't damaged, but he's saying like his place need funding and the government can't help him right now. I tell you, So government are focused on ground zero them. But them at yo.
I will just say, think of every single person, because that is my duty as a humanitarian, as a human rights across.
By the passage of Hurricane Meliisa.
I think this is Great Edwards. Hold on.
It has been almost 1 week since the hurricane, and regrettably, not one government official has actually visited northeastern St. Elizabeth. Now, this is a constituency that has been ravaged. We're talking about entire communities that have lost their roofs, lost their homes. Communities such as Thornton, Windsor, in the Silo area, Bagdale Mountain. There are entire communities where absolutely no home was spared.
Yeah, and I found hear that Shinji and Media Fox. You see me?
When you look at the devastation, we're not just talking about it from the home perspective. We're talking about the road network, or roads, especially in the interior of the constituency, have been substantially and completely damaged. We have roads which have burst open, leaving craters almost 20 feet deep. I have communities which have been marooned. There's no way for them to enter or exit. I have residents reaching out to me to say that they can't get out of their community, and they have elderly persons who need to see a doctor and they can't leave. I went in search of a community yesterday.
All right. This is the thing. These people, you just say some of them rich, some of them are billionaires, some of them have money, but you're not gonna take their money and to do anything. You're not gonna do that. Wouldn't it look good on Mark Golding or any one of them that are very rich? I don't know how them pockets there, but any one of them that are very rich wouldn't look good. Like, yo, okay, I take this up into my own hand and I get this contract and I do this and I pay this. Wouldn't that look good for them? I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that be a better? No, it was spending one money, because some of these years they're not getting the funding, like, or the funding that they're getting from the government or whatever that is in power. You can't just, all right, we'll put some of the thing out of food no pocket or whatever, because you still get paid by the country still, because you not member of parliament or whatever, you get paid by the country, by taxpayers too. So can they like do something? Even if, and meanwhile, I'm not try if you get help from the government. Can they like do something of their own? Or I'm just asking. Hoping it wouldn't come to this. Or like that both parties would put politics aside and work together. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they have a dialogue like with each other, trying to, like, I don't know. I think they should have a dialogue trying to work with each other. But as me say, they cannot do that, because if they ever work together one night time, them it will solidify Andrew as the best PM, the 1 PM, and that go actually, it's like a dagger to them own a heart. So they have to keep the fight going and keep their people motivated. So people, this politics thing are divided, and Jamaica won't ever stop. It will continue to go on. You see me? If Mark Golding was prime minister, it would be the same thing. That's true. You see me? That's true. If Mark was the prime minister and them at the Wembley, he might get cussed and the opposition would have cussed him. You see me? But I'm saying when I time them, like, come on, G. You see me? We can't work together. But as I say, there's no working together, people.
Known as Mariba, and I spent over 2 hours driving around and could not find the community of Mariba. I say all of this to say to you that the devastation has been extremely great in northeastern St. Elizabeth. And as a member of parliament, I have reached out to the government for assistance in getting persons who are marooned access so that they can actually leave their communities or enter elsewhere. I have been told by the government that as the Member of Parliament, I cannot engage with private contractors to have their roads cleared or to have their roads put in a place where they can leave or enter their community. And so I have been faced with a difficult decision where I have to choose whether I obey the rules as they currently stand, in which case it means that residents will be left stranded and trapped and unable to leave, even in cases of emergency. People will not be able to have access to food, water. Or I make the other difficult decision, which is to go against the government's dictates and actually engage contractors to put together the roadway as best as possible so that
It is currently being installed on site, and that will restore water
So Andrew Holness live.
community and town of
So I
to
go
the
on.
hospital as well as to the stations for the emergency crews that are operating in that space, as well as the police stations, etc. As we are having to update that contractors have been on site now for some 36 hours. Their crews working 24 hours a day. We're targeting restoration, temporary restoration, because we'll have to do a more permanent fix after, but we're targeting temporary restoration by Friday midnight. So we are expecting to restore the Great River system by Friday midnight. This is in collaboration with JPS, but we also wish to advise that coming post-burial, we had put in place redundancy there, so that plant can be run fully by generator as well. So once the intake pipe construction is indeed complete, we'll be able to restore that, which will have a significant positive effect on everything from Lucy, pretty much to Central St. James. As it relates to the Martha Brae system, the Martha Brae system is actually up and can provide between 15 and 20 million gallons.
Big up Sir the Life Better checking our building. Big up herself, you know. She needs to call him who told her that I'll miss a part of what on there.
With the road collapsing and the sea level rise in that area, it would have displaced pipes significantly. So there is a break in the line, and anyone who has followed the stories of the breaks in that line, which is why we have the Western Water Residence project, which is under contract and has been mobilized, and the work hasn't been started. But that line break has caused a significant disruption in the supply from Lilliput to Terminal Reservoir, which is pretty much the entire eastern side of.
Big up yourself in the Nerd Squad checking in right now. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you good? The light is back as yet on your side. I don't seen any utility company in my area since the hurricane. See me? Big up yourself, you know. The life better. Let me see.
Morning.
Life.
That
Okay.
would restore water
Better.
in the interim to all of St. James for at least 8 hours a day. Because we will send the water further than we usually do from Terminal Reservoir going further west until the Great River system comes up on the weekend as well. That will move us much further certainly from the 65% of customers that are connected now, hopefully in the range of 80%, especially with what we're doing with Tulloch Springs, which will bring on St. Catherine, and certainly the work that's happening in Clarendon. Now, that's not meant to diminish anyone who is not in the 80% who is waiting on water, and we are working with JPS on many other systems. The impact in Trelawney, certainly southern Trelawney, which is very hilly terrain, they are facing almost total outage at this time, and we are working to restore their particular pumps with JPS. As you move further east into St. Anne, we have procured the services of a generator that will run the Minard wells. That will manage pretty much most of the western side of St. Anne, which is a pretty important system. It serves approximately 30,000 customers. Though that generator is actually en route to St. Anne now, we have completed clearing the road into the Minard wells, which was significantly blocked with the help of NWA rather. And we expect to have that installed sometime tonight for water to come from that area. The Bogue system, which, yes, there's more than one Bogue in Jamaica, for those who are not aware. The Bogue system in St. Anne is immediately above Duns River. That system is indeed operational and has been operational since Thursday of last week after we brought it up. It is a significant system. It means that everything from Runaway Bay to Port Maria on the plains that doesn't require a lift station currently has water. And that is something that we're happy to report. Your major systems in St. Mary, in Agawata Vale, and indeed Itabaral. Itabaral is a particularly important one because it serves not just sections of St. Mary, southeast St. Mary, it stretches as far as Buff Bay in Portland. So that is a particularly important one. We have generators en route to the Itabaral system, and we're working very closely with JPS to bring the Agawata Vale system up, which would stabilize central St. Mary. And I'm using geographic terms here today, not political constituencies. As you move into the eastern end of the island, the disruptions of power are indeed significant, but we do have 3 generators which we expect to be deployed by close of business tomorrow in Portland, including in Port Antonio, which will stabilize the townships of Portland tomorrow. Now that's a general overview of where we are. We have, and I will give you the update, we have currently over 43 major generators running, and we have some 40 that are being deployed over the next 72 hours based on the assessments and the state of particular pumping stations. Now we've made the decision, certainly, even where generators would have been installed at particular treatment plants with the intention of them being permanent, that certainly once JPS assures us that an area is stable, we will uninstall if we must and move them further west to significantly improve the water supply situation for public health and sanitation in the worst affected parishes. I do want to bring a few other matters to your attention. As it relates to trucking, we have put in place a few steps that we believe will help with getting water to those who are most affected and least likely to see the return of water fastest. The first is that we're running generators at all of our loading bays that are affected by power supply. That means where there are generators, we're able to fill trucks 18 hours a day. Where we're connected to JPS, we're filling 24 hours a day. We have suspended charging private truck owners who do access these loading bays to ensure that everyone is able to get water as quickly as is possible. We have gone further. We have engaged in excess of 100 private trucks that are working with NWC's fleet of 32, and we're doing our best to serve the communities that are most affected. This afternoon, members of Parliament will all receive a letter from my office with allocations for trucking. Where they are able to find private trucks, they will be able to engage them to ensure that their most affected communities or least likely to be restored fast, they're able to respond to. These allocations will be between $1 and $2 million, depending on the level of disruption in their respective areas. We're also ensuring that at treatment plants in the affected treatment plants and pump houses in the affected areas that have power and that are operating, we're putting in a host of temporary standpipes for those who can get to those areas to fill containers to be able to get water. These will obviously be temporary, but certainly, for instance, in the case of a plant like Martha Bray, we'll put in 100 filling stations so that those who are in the hilly interior but within driving distance can come and get water for the reprieve that they need. We are working actively also with the team at the Ministry of Water and indeed with suppliers. We intend to increase on an emergency basis our fleet of trucks to continue to serve the public better during this challenging time. But we are working very closely with JPS. We do remain open to suggestion, we remain open to your prayers, and we are working to ensure that we get to 80% by this weekend of customers, and we are going to work around the clock to move from 80 to 100%. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You heard that, 80% by this weekend. And you saw the numbers for Westmoreland, 35.7%, where, Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth are really ground zero. and they are getting water back. I mean, we have to thank NWC. Minister Samuda, you've been doing a lot of work, and I hear you talking about all of those subsystems and knowing all of them so intimately. You're really good at what you're doing, and so thank you, Minister. Thank you to the entire NWC team. I know Jamaica is grateful. We can do without a lot of things, but we can't do without water, and so thank you. All right, up next, we have Minister Morgan, Robert Nesta Morgan, our minister that is responsible for works, to come and talk about the work that's being done to clear the roads and get us access to those people who are currently marooned. Minister Morgan.
Thank you very much, my sister, Dr. Dana Morris Dixon. Thanks to members of the public service, the private sector, members of the media. I see we have a very healthy turnout. Hi, Dion. It's good to see you at the OPM press briefing. Haven't seen you in a while, but thank you very much for coming. I want to give an update on the work that we've been doing regarding the clearing of roads, and just general updates as to what we're doing to provide access to the various disaster areas. And as usual, take your questions as it relates to the issues that have been raised in the press conference. So in my last updates, I would have told you that one of our priorities, or at least our main priority, is to provide a corridor for persons to be able to bring relief supplies, especially to the western parishes that have been severely impacted. We have been extremely successful in creating that corridor. We now have a good corridor from the border of St. Elizabeth all the way to Savannah-la-Mar, and we have a corridor from St. James coming through St. Anne Trelawney all the way to Savannah-la-Mar on the other side. The challenge, however, is that we created single-lane access initially, but the quantity of vehicles almost tripled within a day, and which is understandable. There are many persons who have loved ones in the region. There are persons who have recognized the disaster that took place and wanted to assist persons in the area. What that resulted in is significant traffic jams, especially in areas such as the Bogwalk Gorge and sections of Westmoreland, particularly in the Ferris area. We then decided that we had to expand the corridor a bit to create more two-lane access. And that's something that we were able to some extent, do over the last 2 days. We also had to work hard to ensure that heavy-duty trucks, such as gas trucks and oil tankers, are able to traverse the entire corridor. And yesterday we completed removing several impediments which would have prevented those heavy units from traversing the area. That corridor is not the only corridor. Work continues in sections of Trelawney, sections of St. James, sections of Manchester, and other areas that have been impacted, and areas across the rest of the island, such as Clarendon and other parishes, St. Thomas, Portland, St. Mary, which would have had challenges due to rain, wind, landslides, and so on. So to give you an update on the main corridors that have been opened so far, Ocho to Port Antonio to Moran Bay to Kingston, Kingston to Aguata Vale via the Junction Road, Mandeville to Santa Cruz to Black River, Black River to White House, as I said, White House to Savannah-la-Mar, Savannah-la-Mar to Negril, Savannah-la-Mar to Montego Bay, and Montego Bay to Ocho. I would have driven that entire corridor from Mandeville, from Kingston to Ocho yesterday, ending last night, and it is drivable. We also drove through the Hanover section. So you have two sections. You have the Negril section, you have the Hanover side that goes through Long Lane. Those two corridors are drivable. The one through Hanover Hills is a bit Long Hill. Grange Hill, sorry. It's I've drove on so many roads, I don't remember the names. That one is a bit challenging for heavy duty trucks, but small units can manage it. We have also cleared Vauxhall to Arcadia. Well, no, my apologies. I'm now listing where works are actively being done. Vauxhall to Arcadia, which is flooded. Mountainside to Malvern, which is severed, which means it's cut off. Balaclava to Keysham, which we are now assessing to start work, as well as Aberdeen to Quickstep, we're assessing. There is some damage on Hodges to Speculation. We're removing fallen trees as we speak in Newton to Magotty. There's flooding on Siloa to Magotty. Knoxwood to Burn Savannah is also flooded. And in Manchester, we have several flooded roads, which are, we have to wait until the flooding recedes. And that is Alligator Pond to Guts River, Williamsfield to Mile Gully, and Newley Road is also flooded. And there are landslides still to be cleared. Dump to Moravia, Christiana to Ashton. We have some challenges in the St. Andrew area as well. Guava Ridge to Mahogany Vale. We have a damaged ford and some landslides that need to be addressed. And we're addressing landslides in Red Light to Hardware Gap, Bull Bay to Bloxborough. And in St. Catherine, we're addressing landslides in Sport Park to Post Road, Bartons to Ginger Ridge. We have a peculiar issue in Spanish Town to Bogwalk, where there are some pole lines that are on the ground, and we had closed the roads, and we're approaching the police because there are persons who have removed the closure and are seeking to extort motorists. So that is something that we have to address. There are several other updates that we will be publishing. Most of the challenges that we face in terms of opening roads is flooding, significant landslides, and in some cases, falling trees. We are working with Jamaica Public Service Company. We have worked out an arrangement where on a daily basis we are engaged with them in a meeting where we are clearing and there are JPS poles. We work together to remove those poles or relocate them. So one of the issues that, and I want to remind persons, is that if you don't have any business in the western end of the island, please do not go. The traffic pileup is actually creating a risk to persons' lives. Our inability to efficiently transport relief supplies to the region because of persons coming out of their vehicle and sightseeing and doing selfies, as we saw over the last several days, is creating a significant traffic pileup. And if there is blockage in, let's say, Holland Bamboo, then the relief trucks cannot come out. So those are just some of the updates that we want to give. Last thing I want to say is that we have over 100 contractors and equipment owners and operators in this effort, stretching all across the region from sections of St. Anne going all the way to St. Elizabeth. I'll focus on that area because that's the main corridor or the main area of problems. But we also have challenges in other parishes too. We have challenges in sections of Portland, St. Thomas, where we do have the National Works Agency. I see Mr. Vaz looking at me. Yes, Mr. Vaz, I remember. We are working, the NWA is working in other parishes, and pretty much every parish, because the rain event did impact every parish and did cause landslides. The bridge, what's the name of the bridge again, Darrell, that we're building? Craig Mill. We have a fording in Craig Mill that was washed out, which created a challenge for persons to leave. And that is in the eastern side of the island, not where the hurricane fell. So we do have teams all across the island and NWA representatives all across the island doing work. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And that's my update for today.
All right, thank you. As you heard it, there's work happening all over the country. The entire country was affected, and there's a lot of road work that's going on. And again, we thank the NWA team. I saw you all out there doing your work. You're out there until late in the night, and all of the contractors working with you. We're very grateful for that work. All right, now we are going to be hearing from our Minister of Labor and Social Security, the Honorable Colonel Charles Jr. is going to be coming to speak about the relief effort, because his ministry is really central to that, working with our social workers and our donors. And so, Minister, we want to hear a lot from you.
Thank you.
But Minister Mackenzie said it had to be quick.
Yes, very quick. Thank you, Minister. I was to be on the road today, and you corralled me to be here. It's important to report. I'll be very quick, just saying good afternoon to everyone. Colleague ministers, this hurricane has tested our nation in ways that we could not have imagined. Being on the ground, walking with the team, you get to truly understand that we have communities completely cut off. We have houses that have been swallowed up. We have lives that have been uprooted in several parishes. And we've seen and we feel the heartbreak of the families and the people that are trapped, those that are hungry, those that are uncertain. But I want them to be assured that we are working assiduously with all of our partners to provide relief as quickly as possible. Yesterday, the brave men and women of the Jamaica Defense Force, supported by our international partners, risked their life to carry out our evacuation missions, rescuing sick and those that are stranded in about 4 areas across the affected zones. And we continue that today with airlifts that have now been activated, rescuing stranded, but also providing now today the drop-off of packages, well-needed packages to those areas that are completely cut off. Now, I want to just acknowledge the tireless work of those who are volunteering, several of whom are coming from all over the country, some not connected in any familial way, but just understanding the impact of this mission and joining in with our parish officers, our social workers, the JDF, the JCF, the Fire Brigade, to provide support, to provide comfort, and just to share a meal. It's not going to be easy recovering, and I want to report that we still have about, so far, the report is that we have 25 communities that are marooned, and several families that have lost everything. I mean everything. We are coordinating with every available resource. We are working as a lead of the Humanitarian Assistance Committee. I want to acknowledge the CEO of Food for the Poor, who is here on the island, our representatives from the World Food Program, and others, GEM and others who are working with us to get food, water, medicine, and shelter to those who need it the most. We're utilizing our Bell 429 helicopters. We're also using the Chinooks helicopters brought in and Black Hawk helicopters brought in by our partners in the US. And those are assisting us to provide a lifeline to the several Jamaicans that remain stranded through the evacuation process, as well as the packages that are dropped off from the skies while they are on the ground. And we have teams on the ground simultaneously providing ground support. So our JDF team is not only doing airlift, but where we can't go, they go. They venture out in ground operations and have done more than 17 communities between yesterday and today. I want to also indicate that so far, together, we have distributed more than 30,000 food packages and several other hundreds of relief in terms of tarpaulins, water, and other relief supplies. We are collaborating with the private sector, faith-based organizations, government agencies, to ensure that we can ramp up and move now into the next phase, which is beyond just providing the immediate rapid response to now a more strategic and calculated design of a distribution model that will see us supplying exactly what is needed to specific and strategic areas. So it's no more just food package, but for instance, in Catherine Hall and St. James, they may have food packages or still need food packages, but what they need now, based on observation, is cleaning supplies, and as simple as clean drinking water and water to help in cleaning out the homes. So we assess and we analyze, we continue to work with the JDF. We have now received the communication support through Starlink, and that will be placed in all of our parish offices to improve the network of communication, as well as Minister Morris Dixon setting up, as part of our Humanitarian Assistance Committee, support coordination cells in every parish that will see us working as a team to do the distribution. There's much more, but I know that there's a lot that has to be said. So this is just the preliminary information, Minister. We will come with more details later on in the week. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. And I know that's an area that many people are asking about, is the food getting to those who need it? And Minister is speaking about how the systems have been refined to make it easier. And you heard there are 3 different avenues of helicopters. One is the JDF helicopters. The second one are the ones that came from the US government. And then the third one, some of our NGOs like World Central Kitchen, they have their own helicopters that they're using to distribute food. So that's a good thing, and we're getting into more of the marooned areas. I know Minister Charles spent a lot of time today getting information from the field in terms of what are the marooned communities and getting them geolocated so that the various helicopter teams can get to people. So we're working, and he is working very hard at mobilizing and getting that system refined even further. All right, so I think I'm on to Minister Mackenzie before our grand crescendo with Minister Grange. So Minister Mackenzie, our co-chair of our subcommittee on...
All right, big up to all people me checking. I've been the best upon yourself. And I was getting some information hearing what the politicians are said, our leaders of the countries are saying. All right, even though enough people don't like politics, but what, they're the one that running the country, and guess what? Remember the people that vote to put them in a power. If somebody not go good, no vote them out one at a time. Them. It's not about green. It's not about orange. It's about what's best for the country. All right. You see me? Got an interview few. I don't know what you mean. You see me? I don't know what you mean when I time. Got interview few. I don't know what's that. Minister of Water talk yet about distribution. Yeah, he talks about the water being distributed. They're saying Westmoreland to get 80% of water. Stuff like that. They're working on that. You see me? So no member of parliament can enter in private contracts. As you hear Great Edwards, they were talking that they have contractors and stuff like that working across the country. So I don't know if they already have contractors that are contracted and working across the country and stuff like that, because they were saying they already have contractors working. So I don't know if that person wanted to get some different contractors to go to some different place, because a lot of damage is done. So that is the thing. So maybe that is the thing. That person want to go into different contracts with different private sector, private people, so they can actually go to different places. You see me? Jadiel, you're someone like a yo. No, I'm just saying. Maybe in a fear way, she want to go clear some place, but she can't go in a contract. Maybe that is the thing. Like, she can't get no contract because they're saying no. You can't get no contract or this, but the contractors were their money higher and are clean. It's like they don't read this yet. I'm just saying. You see me? It's not like that, yo, easy, You see me? Yeah, easy one night time. So we sound like a politician. Actually, people, should I be a politician? I don't know. You know, hear him say that. I did not hear that part. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, so my time I'm not hearing because I'm in the background. Um I'm getting things together. As in, so my time I'm not hearing what they're saying. So I guess, as you say, them can go in a private contract now and stuff like that. Trucks that get robbed need security escorts. Them stop me a big deal on the works. That are true. That are true. Security escort is needed. Police presence is needed, and stuff like that. People. So the death toll right now, as it stands, it has climbed to 32. So 32 people right now has lost their life in Jamaica. That's not a small number of people. That's 32 right now. 32 people has lost their life now, and that can climb. That can climb. So this is no small numbers. Julie Mango. Well, they say Jamaica is going to be bigger and better, but God see and know, I don't see that it's going to take years to come back. It's not a joke, Julie Manga. Because I said this is not a joke, people. This is serious business and stuff like that. A lot of ears are still disconnected, not connected, and they don't have internet, they don't have crazy. So people, the death toll now is 32 at this point in time, which it can it maybe it go up more. Yes, hopefully it don't go up more. But we know that there are still communities right now where people still cut off, or we don't know what one of them place. Yeah. We don't know what time it is or what them place. Yeah. Alright? So you have to understand how crazy it is. Everybody is covering this goddamn thing in Jamaica, you know. The Jamaican family is torn apart by Hurricane Meliisa. This is the New York Times.
The last thing I said to my sister, I called her and I said, "Sister, please be safe. Be safe." And I said, "I love you." And that was the last time.
These sisters have just returned to their home outside of Black River, Jamaica, days after a Category 5 hurricane destroyed their community and tore the family apart.
They say, let us make a chain.
Something like this.
You're going to hold on one another.
Yeah,
We're going to hold on one another.
To do.
My grandson,
Wow.
he was take the one
Jamaica Bradshaw, big up at 7. Yup, 32 right now. You see me?
who taking us out because
That number is suppressed. That's what I'm saying. You see me? It's going to go up more.
the water wasn't up that much. So he was trying to escape.
Maureen Barrett was swept away by a blast of seawater as Hurricane Meliisa made landfall. She was a mother of 4.
Where was your sister's body found?
Quite over across the bush over here because them.
Oh, wow.
Was it like a wave that just came through?
That's when he swept her away.
At least 28 people are known to have died from the storm, but the full impact on people's lives is far greater. Thousands are now displaced with little food and water, and aid has been slow to arrive. Just outside of Black River, we found Nicole Gowdy and her partner Oliver Stewart sheltering in their car along the road next to what was left of their house. They told us they barely survived.
We're very nervous, all tremble. And we all say, God, what if we ever did? How ever happen to it? And we all look up in the sky and everything, and we say, God, we don't have nobody to go cause and see we don't know. We say, we can't even open our eyes, so this stuff is a sting, we say, and we feel it's a sting, so we have to do. So we have to do.
Now, me hear my stepson ball out and say, oh God, mom, you know, want dead. You see, this side of the house just flick right over. Everything start flying. And one time I look down, I see the whole entire sea and the river come.
We had a John, kind of push me up. And we get one oil drum and put me 6 on pan it. And it float pan the water and it just lie down pan it so.
First.
Jaja. Wow, this is crazy, people. Can't believe them thing. Yeah.
Never see something like this.
I don't know what experience you are getting like that.
Just over a year ago, a Category 4 hurricane hit this same coast and communities were still recovering. This time, the need is more vast and more urgent, as days pass for many stuck without basic necessities.
Right now, we all depend on medication and we don't have no cooked food for eating, no at all. See there, dirty water where the rain fall over, but we can't do better. We have to end up drink. Can't do better.
The Jamaican government has been leading an international aid effort. The first supply convoy arrived in Black River on November 1st, and airdrops to more isolated communities are scheduled for the coming days.
Not pretty down there one night time. Don't pretty. It's not pretty. You see me? So it's our next thing, people. For the people who think this doesn't, or the people that some people would think this doesn't affect me, or people say this don't affect me. Everybody is affected. Once you're Jamaican, this hurricane, no matter which part you're there right now, you're affected by this. Just know that. All right. This doesn't affect me. Increase in food prices. Farms are flooded and livestock's dead, where food supply will decrease while demand remains. The law of demand. So just know it's the increase in food prices. So it will affect you. No matter which part you're there, you will be affected. Even the hurricane will pass over your yard, you will be affected. Right? We as Jamaican, we will be affected by this. No matter which part we're there. Me, you, everybody are going to get affected by this. Because we have family and friends in Jamaica one night time. Right? Food shortage. You see me? What little food left we're unable to access or is now more difficult to transport. So all I people them keep on saying this doesn't affect me, it affects everyone. Everyone. Alright? This doesn't affect me. Disease outbreaks. People are living in water. In some cases, contaminated a public health crisis that will spread beyond the West. It affects everyone. All right? So everybody that's thinking it don't affect, it does affect you. It's going to affect some way, somehow. Utility and connectivity. Providers are working to reconnect the West. This means less priority on other projects, maintenance and updates. You see me? You hear what I go on. So that means majority of the focus right now is in the West. They're trying to work and say if you don't want to export the island and your current gone, you know say, all right, you might slow on a time them. Crime and violence will rise because right now the police force is JDF under full pressure right now, meaning that they have to be moving around and they have to have police in places to try quell crime. Because here we go. If them ship out all our police them or majority of the police them from certain areas, what we go on now in them areas where the police them not too did it. You see me short staff. Them can't cover here now. So bad man them gonna roll out now. So crime and violence upon the increase. So majority right, West need help right now. So you know certain place up there so. All right, then go take 110 police from the station, yeah. So you short staff over this so now, and then them man in the area started them frigate, crime and violence on the rise. You see what's going on there? You see me? Yes, you are affected. Get up and go support. So people have to understand that, bro. People, we are gonna be affected and stuff like that. No jokes about it. You see me? Yeah, man. So you know I think up on night time, people. Alright, it's probably there now. I see a page I want to show now. There's a place I want to show now that the water keeps rising. Hold on. Alright, so this is barracks within Hanover. Hold on, I think it's not playing. The sound wasn't playing. I'm still going on so. Let me share it back. The JDF can provide security for the trucks. Definitely, they need to have that JDF working around the clock to provide security for the to escort. Have the JDF to escort these convoys. You see me? Yeah, that's what they need to do. Have the JDF to escort these convoys in and around the island at this point in time because the man them go Yeah, badness. I want to know, say, yo, the convoy them are forward with the JDF. Man, I go actually afraid. You see me? Man, I'll be afraid when I time them. And stuff like that. The pan in place, yeah.
We are Westmoreland get fucked.
What is school? What is it with and Hanover? It's Westmoreland. Them don't know the parish. You see me? The place get freak. Be a thing up on the ground when I time them. Be a thing up on the ground if you ask me. Chinese community in Jamaica. Okay, so this look like a Chinese truck them a roll out. The Chinese community in Jamaica is giving back and stuff like that. Hey, me see a video with this youth. This youth now no sense in the people. Listen to youth.
Boy, my boy, him not start feel pressure yet, you know. I better me make when him the win. PMP, cause if you be government in a them time, Chad, Jesus Christ, Chad, you think him start feel pressure? Chad, the people them start add up every money we down here to Jamaica already, you know. The people them start say, K-man send 200.
Randon B, how much you send when I 10? How much you send? You know, keep big party down at Jamaica. How much you send? Cause this idiot I come, yo, people, yes, I know Andrew gonna feel some pain in my pressure, you know, cause you should have met Mark win, you know, cause the PNP would have like I don't know if it was PNP or what, but bro, does this make any sense right now? Talking about how much scheme man send, how much this place to send. What are they actually sending though? Is it money? Because you know, see the figures them, but you know, now read the next part that is saying we're sending 100,000 in aid. We're providing a 1 million in aid. You just see the figures, but you know, now see it says aid, so it's not cash. We're sending 11 million. This is to provide food for 40,000 people. This is to provide shelters. This is to install 6 water whatever system, and you're not seeing those things, right? You're not seeing those things.
$100,000 US. England send 8 million pound.
And people, some of this money is not going to that I next thing with misinformation. The money that are coming in is not going to Jamaica alone. Some of these countries that are sending the money, like UK, that 8 million that the UK is sending is not for Jamaica alone. It's for Jamaica, it's for it's basically for the Caribbean that are affected, the Caribbean islands that are affected by Hurricane Meliisa. So some of these things that are coming in is not for Jamaica alone. But as me I say, misinformation and people is not going to fact check. It's not, they're not fact checking. It wasn't Jamaica alone that was affected. Haiti was affected. My next got Cuba. Where again? I think Bermuda and them places, Bahamas, them places too.
Florida send 1 million US.
Sometimes one of them you would have sense, you know. All right, they're saying those money are sent. Can you add up these money? Add up all the money that Andrew get, and do you hear the amount of damages that has been caused? It's not in the millions. It's in the billions. They're estimating like between 2 to 5 billion worth of damages has been done. You see what's going on? They're not looking at the damages, you know. Like people are trying to send in help right now to the people that are on our account money right now, account. And look at fish then go away. I mean some of them are no sense. It doesn't matter who in a power. Mark or Andrew and I time them. And the same thing would have go on. He's talking from his TikTok gifted mentality. Him no have much sense. Sure, Andrew get 1.7 billion from Trump. That's why you say Andrew get from Trump 1.7 billion for the hurricane. I never saw that. I saw 11 million, and I don't know. But no, I'm not billions in Jamaican G. The damage that is being damage that has been done is in the US. Billions in the US, not billions in Jamaican. All right. So the damage that has been done, it's billion in USD, not JMD. All right, Michi. So it's not that 1.7 billion where Andrew get. Yeah, Jamaican dollar. Yeah, that is with the damage we're done down there. It's in the US billion. All right, it's estimated damage that has been done is 3 to 5 billion USD, not JMD. All right. So just do the mathematics and understand what's going on. You see me? So I go and say, I know, say, a Gaza fans have said that them mad because Andrew draw down more money than cartel. I must say, Andrew draw down more money than cartel. Bucklet. Ah, boy. Can't say Gaza fans, them do them freak with it. Wrong with them, man. Can't believe them. Cha. If it was JMD, the place fixed a long time. The money no normal. Exactly. If it was JMD people, the place no fixed long time them. The damage we are talking about, you know. A USD we are talking about, man. You see me? 3 to 5. Remember people must have parish destroy, you know. You see me? Parish destroyed, you know. You know how much damage that for your parish? People life lost, you know, roads, you know, infrastructures, you know. Come on, man. So what the money like? Think about the money that's it's somebody not even money either. It's aid that's coming in. Supplies. Them just all right. We're gonna send 100,000 worth of aid, $1 million worth of aid. We're gonna send some water. This what they just give a figure, but people now read. You see me? Big yourself in the General King Vision and say, dear, what crap top I talk about? Crap top, I say, yo, I watching money. Watching money when I time them. I watch money or whatever in my account. Say, Andrew, in that trouble, Andrew, in that pressure, Andrew gonna lose him, whatever. How come you didn't show Ricky shopping for the people? Jackie, I never saw that. You see me? Jackie, Jackie, you know, say for the last couple of days, I don't see what I watch on Ricky content. Honestly. Because there's like, you see me? As you see me watch Ricky content for much days now. Which one of them are shopping? Eh? Hold on there. Hold on there when I turn them. Hold on. So I can find one on Ricky content. So Ricky's on the ground. I think maybe the last one. My shopping. Hold on the people. Checking I bill. Let's see what going on our Ricky channel. Alright. Trying to see Ricky shopping. Jackie, you lying? And Jackie, I wonder if you're lying to me. I don't see Ricky shopping. Hey, Jackie, which one of them? I don't see maybe one before. Which one of them, Jackie?
Get the dragon in hand. Of course, when you hear me there from this thing start, I say, yo, donate and, you know, we push that far. You know, me that like, as me say, make a little blogs to make you see what I want. You know, blog of encouragement, not no clothing. Check it out.
So, yeah, people, as you know, we encourage everybody to do what them can for Jamaica. So, of course, we have to, you know, do for Willie part as well. So, watch what I go on, you know. Then I do some stuff where me pick out and me house said we get me and say, yeah, man. But what me I go do? Basically, me I jump on the road, you know, and get some more stuff. You see it from his store, and then me just go so boom and, you know, drop them off. Yeah, it's alright. Now some setting, you see it.
How we are take up? I'm not even know, you know. take up some of them something too.
Me no buy man brief. Man say nah buy no brief dog, but they buy boxers for you, man. So why difference with the brief and the boxers? You Ricky? A man type in a vlog, me no buy man brief, but you buy boxers for the man, Ricky. Like, why difference? Alright, so this is Rick Star one night time I do him shopping, people. You just sending some stuff, some relief stuff, you know what thing go. You see me?
How are them? Eh? Rotted. Look like me should have bring a bigger sitting to rotted, because my thing say by the time I make two pick up sitting full of my people, Jaja know. See I find two more something chewing, because I thing go. Don't know a thing go. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody are load up and sitting people. Don't know a thing go. Just buck when I subscribe and them and them say same thing him a deal with, so that. Say my people, you don't.
So people don't say well go on if in America when I time them. As you know, they're shipping the things them and you can everything is wave at the customs at the wharf, so can send in a barrel them people and stuff like that.
No, from the other.
You can have them shipping like they have some courier service that are sending plane like 2 times for the week. You see me them a fly out plane. So get things at Jamaica right now, you know, if you send barrel and wait how long. Just get on a courier service, then buy a Senny, by next 2 days barrel reach at Jamaica. You see me? So if you're not foreign right now, you can do that, play a part and link up with no families, because remember, food and certain things are going to go up. So right now, if you can pack a barrel of food stuff, that will be good. You see, if you can pack a barrel of food stuff and stuff like that and send to Jamaica, that's good right now. Yeah, people. You know, make a Ricky out shop here one night time. I tell you, my G. And right now, I think Andrew need help from outside official because so many people have lost their homes. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of rebuilding. I don't know how Andrew gonna do the housing thing, because the temporary shelter, the housing thing right now, house can't build back right now. I don't like say you can get carpenter figure or whatever. No, house can't build back right now. So we need them have temporary shelter, top problem, but we need temporary housings. Like I don't know if Andrew right now can look and say, all right, how much house will they build up over here? So we're not give out yet. All right, we're gonna give out 100 link up a hotel right now. We hotel empty. How much room we have over here? So all right, we need them room here. All right. So the temporary shelters, we need temporary housing right now. Them need some housing right now where at least them have a roof. So I don't know how because people think about it. Nobody can go rebuild no house. They can't go call no contractor. Hey, I want to build back my house, you know. I want to come dig some foundation. Dig foundation. The man we are good to the car, we come build your house right now. Him good to no house around there, so. You see me? Amazon houses, but don't the government have houses that they buy NHT sell? Or what I don't know, like them government houses that them give out? Eh? Don't they have that? No, yeah, the Amazon house, but they have to buy those. But don't the government already has houses like they give out to people? Much of those houses them have. Because that's a lot of money right now if you go buy Amazon pop-up house and them thing, the container houses and stuff like that. That's a lot of money right now. All right? And that is not going to be their permanent housings and stuff like that. So why don't the houses them, they'll him have to build some house like Tivoli. Apartment complex. Those are apartment complex when I time them. Housing complex where 2 room, whatever, apartment building complex. That's what they're talking about. Yes, because in one area when I time them, so have the apartment complex. Because the building the house them like it's gonna be crazy if as you say, if they have some apartment complex, apartment complex maybe have like 5, 10, 20 apartment panny. You see me 2 room or 3 room or however them go. You know what thing go. They're gonna get donations, but I'm saying to buy the Amazon houses and we're gonna put them. Those are not gonna be permanent. So you have to give them a temporary housing somewhere. So the government houses, get some apartment complex, link up some hotels right now and see if you can get some rooms. No, I'm not. All right. What I'm talking about, I'm talking about houses that are already there, that is available on the ground now. Buy house on Amazon that take time to ship and whatever and take time to build up. I'm talking about houses that the government owns already. You know, the government that want 500 hosts, I want 200 hosts. I don't know how much him have. Maybe he can get some people them host there. Link up a hotel. See, a hotel can host at least 100 people when I time them. All right, link up. You see me? That's what I'm talking about. So we need housings right now. That is already there. So if they can get them with the hotel them to host the people them, some government housing just give them to temporary, go yesterday one night time them, because there's nobody can rebuild right now. You see me? Nobody can be rebuild right now, man. I tell you. Feel that I send off stuff same way. I'm trying to send as much tents I can send. Okay. All right. That is good. That is good. That is good to all the people that I send off things on the ground for help and stuff like that. You see me? Yeah, so you're sending, okay, so you have your people them on the ground, feel better to send off the tents them and see to get them handout and stuff like that. Sure, them will do it if Airbnb got permission. Airbnb was doing that, but we don't know how many houses Airbnb are giving away. We need all the houses, temporary housing. Got them have temporary shelters, but we need temporary housing. Them people, them need a structure around them right now. Them no want no tent. Them want at least comfortable the structure around them. They want hotel or room. They don't want no room. You see me? They want a summer right now. Because them traumatized. So I don't know how fast them can work on a temporary housing for the people. Because I said there's no rebuilding at this point in time. Place I don't clean up yet. The people them still know. Like, if we start rebuilding now, no, I don't think some of them people even want like thinking about that. We're how them go rebuild and everything gone. Now we get back on themselves on them foot. So try to get these people housings somewhere. Yo, I'm telling you, people are enough working now with their talk one night time and it might sound easy. Yeah, talking is one thing. And if we're talking right now, imagine that the people that we're under pressure to deal with this right now. God.
They only see me and say, yo, people for donate and do this and do that and whatever. You see it and, we have to just do for Willica part said we. We know say have some people where I say don't video nothing and support, but the video not really for hype thing and cloud things still just we encourage other ones say, you can, donate we have it. Now if it be much, you see it, but it a little goes a far away said speed. So when I don't know a thing go. This is just my little part. So big up to the ones them still. I see it, respect. Yes, man. Yeah, man. Brother, you just don't know, man. You know, nobody else I have nothing to give away? Yeah. No, because, brother, blessing them. The other day I sent some wheelchair down there. Oh, yeah. And if me did know, say, I see what else I can source. Yes, man. And whatever, yes, I don't know. Man. So them need it. Just send them here to Yeah. Right. I didn't send nearly 200 wheelchair and walk about down there. All right. And just to give out for them to the people who can't move, brother. Right. Yeah, man. Give thanks. See you, man. Ball. Well, over there? You want to spend night over there? Yeah. Never really. Anytime already. Never think me just God rock go just go build pass through more while not. Never really know say you want to spend night over there. That look like they have them at Jamaica too.
Hey, price screen, yeah, that is Rickstar.
Blogger deal with it. You get to me and say, yeah man, and you don't know we still have like, you know, our family them and support for make some things reach said way. So I saw the thing go. You get to me and say, and you know,
yeah, that's Rickstar. Make up with GG sending him in package when I time them. You see me? So all the help. I never see it, you know, Jackie. I never see it, you know. I'm tell you say, there's so much other things going on. You have not been able to watch this content. But that's a good look. Everybody can do them part that if you're in America and you can send in the things them and stuff like that. Yeah, please play your part when I time them. Please play your part, people. All right? Yeah, man. Because it's well needed down there. As in, the help is well needed. No jokes about it. Hotels across Jamaica are offering distress rate to assist visitors who may need to extend their stay due to hurricane. Hotels across Jamaica are offering distress rate to visitors. Nah, I don't we're not talking about visitors when I time the misses go. We're talking about people, hurricane victims. We need those we need shelters for, temporary shelters and whatever. But we need different things. You see me? Why Simone always a spam the comment section? Simone is not spamming the comment section. You see me? She's not spamming the comment section. No one is spamming the comment section. I don't know. That's not spamming. You see me? That's commenting. It's not spamming the comment section. She's interacting. You see me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's not a spam. That's not spamming. She's actually commenting, dropping different comments and information. Actually she's interacting with what's going on. So spamming is like you're actually dropping one comment. You see me? Yeah. It's one comment you're dropping over and over. I just press one. It's just like I just copy and paste the same comment over and over. That is spamming. Yes, spamming is not she dropping different comment or interacting with me. And I don't know why you said spamming. Yeah, so that's not a spam. The hurricane season officially ends November. And they need some string temper. Yeah, some strong temper rooms. It's not spamming. And you have people that type fast. There are people like they will drop a comment. Hey, what's up? Yo, wagwan, big up yourself. Like, if it's different comments, it's not spamming. You see me? If you see them comment over and over, basically somebody spamming the comment section. It's like they're looking attention. They come in the comment section and they put one comment over and over to get your attention. That is spamming. You see me? But like Boxer Dan right now, he's not spamming. Like up, Boxer Dan say up, then it's a mad move. That's not spamming. You see me? But if he keep on putting up, all 5 times, that's spamming now. You see me? So for example, Simone they are type. And me type all 3 comment, 5 comment for anybody else, whatever. That's still not spamming. It's different comments. So it's not spamming, man. All right. The spamming is different. And yeah, people that are spam bots and stuff like that. Alka Vibes music reviewer checking and building. No, he's spamming. You see me? So that's what you would call a spam. That's a spam. You see like what he's doing right now? He's showing you what's a spam. That's what a spam is called. Like, yo, you put in the one comment over and over. So for residents and local, the priority is public shelters. Yeah. Just go the house that I'm in right now. The roof is gone. And we have to throw a tarpaulin over the roof to cover up the top. So know that go. Yeah, that's what's going on. Majority of the houses them in Jamaica don't have no roof. They have tarpaulin roof right now. Some of the people them don't have no wall, meaning that they don't have the base area of the house to actually put tarpaulin over. So those ones need to be relocated into shelters or house when I time them. Because some people's structure fully down, fully damaged and stuff like that. So if them can relocate them people there and get them somewhere, you know it thing go. That's what they would have to do. You see me? I was looking for something, but I look like me can't find it. And stuff like that. Oh, you send me something, Mrs. Gold? Hold on there. Oh, go on there, sir. What is?
If no one says it, let me be the one. Coming together and help St. Elizabeth and also Westmoreland. So big up to you guys, and we look forward to helping more people in those affected areas.
Thank you, Lord. As we're about to go back to Kingston, oh God, we ask for your protection. Cover us under your blood. Let there be no incident, let there be no accident, and take us back home safely to our families and to our friends. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
I'm pleading to the public or anyone that sees this video, please, if you can get this to the necessary authorities to assist persons that are in Westmoreland. Remember, I know that persons in St. Elizabeth are affected, but the main focus cannot be there. Persons need to divert to other parishes as well for assistance, because there are persons that are homeless like myself, right, that is dying and in need of some assistance. At this present time, I'm currently on the road trying to get some service so I can communicate with the outside world. So if you can share this video, and anyone that you share it to, please ask them to share just the same. We're in need.
Westmoreland needs a lot of help. I'll tell you the next part that needs a lot of help. Like Westmoreland was damaged, people. You see me, Westmoreland was damaged.
Watcha no man. It.
Our new river farm. New river unlocked.
Be things that go on the river, man. Watcha.
This river wasn't there until after Meliisa.
Bad, see? What they go on around there, so. What they go on here, so. Believe none the video you go viral. Caveman living. Watch out now, watch out now. Watch it out. Oh, all my friend them in it look like a wet rat. You see that? Watch out now, man. Look on the pool. Look how the pool pretty.
Bring water,
bad people, watch out. Homemade pool, man. Those few zincs and some stones. Falls. Oi.
How long it go there for, I think, people? How long you think this falls are go there for? You not tapping up, because water look like it. That's a goddamn spring that like you redirected.
Yeah, but dog, nobody can cross it. Only who understand it cross it. Wicked man. Runa man. Believe. Yeah, man.
So I don't know which part this is. You see me? I don't know which part this is. Then I put the let me say it.
Chris, you have go further around to you.
Man, them get a new river in a place to rascal at. Imagine getting a river. A river to rascal at. Think about that, people. We got a river. You see me? We got a river. Think
No. What's the name of the community? Content, Kirkvine, Manchester people. So the water is rising from under the earth. It's not like it flood while it look like this. From the day after the storm, water just keep on rising and rising. Up to this morning, they could walk on this part right here so freely. And now, water just rise and cover it up. Water getting in the yard over there, water getting into those people's step. And these people, even worse, even worse, water almost at window level, look in their backyard over there. Water all the way. They had to evacuate people, they had to move Water right here. Look at the water is coming closer and closer to road level at this point. Look, so imagine you living in your house and after the storm I think everything is good.
So the storm done and water rise from some people. You see me? Need a fox up. Where you going with? The water look clean. They could, yeah man, the water clean man. Crystal clear. I know Westmoreland, Trilla and Terrible and Dread. Garvey Heights, Jaja. Airbnb argues offering free housing to first responders and it's working with local non-profits, government agents to provide accommodation once the storm damage has been assessed. So water's rising in Kirkvine, Manchester.
You just look and you see water rising daily until you get to this level.
Yeah, I have views. Not for the place where people live right now. There were rivers or water, but you know, water drought or place get dry up. So you know, I think the water cut off and or them block up certain places or dig out some parts. The water stop coming down here. So you know, I think over time the land changed. So now the water take back its course. That's what we're seeing right now.
Water all the way. So if you look right here, you see water. Let me show you the reverse house that we're seeing. This is the front yard of a house that normally be a normal front yard that people could walk in or drive, go to their house. Look at this. Water is now above window level. The water is above window level right there.
So that people, the water is up like window level, you know.
Backyard right there. So people normally just walk or drive, go into their house, go in the veranda right there. But look at this, water is above the window level. Above the window level, people. The water just rises from nowhere and keep on rising higher and higher. So you see it right here at this level, maybe tomorrow it reach on the main road based on what we see is happening. So right here in Content Kirkby, Manchester, this is what the people are experiencing. So this is the aftermath of Hurricane Meliisa, right now. What's the name of the community?
I don't know, I tell them. The water keeps rising over there in Manchester. You see me? The community, I see what I'm going to say. Update on Williamsfield.
Yeah, that people can get a tour.
Water deep, you know?
It deep, bad.
So this is the place here, you know. It's a Williamsfield. Good up paper. Place still the water still arise after the storm.
Jeremiah 29 verse 11. God says, "For I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future."
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Hello. I can't believe that it's real right now. I can't believe that it's real.
I know them fuck up people. See the underwater same here. The water is not going down. See the people? Close to Windalco in Williamsfield. The water not going down. Roadblock at Williamsfield roundabout due to the water rising on the road. Nothing can pass. House cover. Person have to evacuate. Person have to turn back to drive through Kendall. Water not good on place, yeah? Eh? Man, the water always take back its course. No matter what I do. The water will always take back its course and stuff like that. Hold on there. I like the video themselves. I like this video. Hold on. So, arrival of relief supplies and support from El Salvador.
On behalf of the government and people of Jamaica, expressing absolute gratitude and indeed our
our warmest welcome to the delegations of El Salvador that have been arriving over the past 2 days and that complete their delegation and their humanitarian donation tonight. I express on behalf of Prime Minister Andrew Holness directly to President His Excellency Nayib Bukele, who has from the bottom of his heart and with the graces of God sent this excellent delegation of 300 persons from the firefighters in the health, from a medical mission, the civil protection, search and rescue, as well as the humanitarian aid organization and logistics teams, which will be deployed across the 13 communities that have been identified as having had the greatest destruction as a result of the Hurricane Meliisa. We did not need to ask, and they came. They are here with the goodness of their heart, with technical expertise, with their own equipment. One of the incredible strengths of the El Salvadorian team that has come is that they come equipped, but they don't only come equipped to sustain themselves. They have come with generators, they have come with inflatable boats for where flooding occurs, they have come with pumps.
Yeah, man, the Spanish people, them, bro, when them up on rescue mission and whatever, when they country them blood, they like them, man, they have everything one at a time, them, bro. You see me, them always equipped. You see me, them always equipped. I couldn't aisle this hurricane help. I couldn't aisle this. Hurricane help Jamaica discover make the country better. So even I couldn't aisle this. Yes, I couldn't aisle this. Hurricane help Jamaica discover make the country better. Oh, that's what you're saying. I should have aisle. That's glad the country better.
That get water and mud out of places that have been inundated, that need to recover from floods. They've come with chainsaws to help clear debris. They've come with mobile units, tented units to allow them to deliver healthcare, because they've also brought a medical contingent. They've come with basic healthcare and rescue equipment.
Brother, man, them come with everything
In order to be able to deliver to those who have been hardest hit. On behalf of the government and people of Jamaica.
Big up El Salvadorians, them. You see me? Yeah, man, big up El Salvadorians and people. You hear how you keep the man them forward down at Jamaica if they come help out. Yeah, them not just sending aid or whatever, you know. Them actually did it. You see me? Them actually did it with them team and stuff like that. Everything. Every single thing you can think of. People, what are going on in Jamaica?
Washing machine right as well. Washing machine right as well. This is original.
People, you see what going on, sir? Get your clothes washed. 2,500 per load. Jamaicans always gonna Jamaicans. Jamaica. Ah, boy. Jamaicans is always gonna Jamaican in. Yeah, man, I'm a Jamaican in there. Get your clothes washed. 2,500 per load.
Bring the load, chop it off, wash it. You can collect it back it and wait for it, anything you want to. Yeah, fast, creative. Watch it. Today I work Monday and then next time I come on Friday. Mondays and Fridays. Check him out. Him there, man. Wicked. Love it. You see that? Washing machine right as well.
I'm telling you, people, Jamaica. Yeah, John, people, Jamaica, man. They're crazy, but that's how it is. I'll make you see video. I just close the thing. It should be one. I just opened something on. I don't know. Oh, they gone. Where you gone? Alright, Beaver, watch it. Hold on, the people. Chip out. Appreciate it.
River. Countryside. Big laundry. Watch out, generator. Yeah, madam. Yeah. Up on the countryside, this is what you use. On the generator.
river, river, countryside, big laundry. Watch out, generator. Damn, my dog. Yeah. Up on the countryside, this is no use. On the generator, river.
Yeah, countryside active one at a time, them down there. You see me, man, them active. But,
Hold on, you see me talking about Chris, but I'm talking about 2-3 jobs brighter than me. I'm going to do the end. You hear me?
if young lad did get the TV, them, we could have charged 1,000 movie watch night. If the Rasta from yesterday, Rasta, Rasta, we find Rasta again.
Where do you go? Where the mattress though? Go down, go again. And something to the mattress, and the mattress, you go to reap your yard.
Man saying, hold on upon the mattress and the mattress drag him. Go straight up way up on one part. You hear that? Meliisa, the man, hide under the mattress and the mattress lift off like an airline.
After that, and you're me there, you know, you be able to man. And you're my feet, you know the feet, you're my feet, you know your feet. But then, I can't never see me every after this come me there. Hold on, you see me talking about Chris, but it doesn't matter, I carry with mattress with me. I have to put them in the fly with you now. Not 2 chairs at the time, I get even. You come most of kite Ghana bill, Ghana white hand. That be the cake of the machine, you know. Forget that, I'm not going to don't care.
Dog, happy and freak, but afraid him free in our blood.
Yeah, wife so blood clip.
Lord, hot one night time, dog. Can't believe I go on. I remember from finding Rasta again. Powerful earthquake 6.3 hits northern Afghanistan, unalive 20. 600 odd people injured over there. So look at that. Boy, I don't remember how the panel road of paper. Mash up. Asphalt. Gone when I want part. How do you see? Is it Observer or the Gleaner? I think I Gleaner, you know. No, I think I the Observer. This I Gleaner with the pan. Remember me to see Rasta. I think I next one. I think it's on the next page. You see me? I think I next page when I turn them. I'm gonna try next page and see if I find it. Hey, G say, yo, the mattress gone with him when I turn them people if he never fit. If him never fit, dead him dead. That the man I say if him never fit people, him lose him life. Look at things say man I say him fit. And stuff like that. The Rasta man. Hold on.
Stomach.
And which community are you from? Where's your house? Canterbury. Yeah. Any damage?
I'm just like.
Okay, but you need to do laundry.
Yes. I'm not doing now.
So where are you now doing laundry?
On the waterfront.
Yes, nice view. Morning cool and nice.
Yes, man.
Give thanks.
Give thanks.
So who's behind you?
It's my little daughter.
How old is she and what's her name?
She's Kiara and she's 7 years old.
All right. Thank you so much for talking to me. Have a good day.
Same to you.
All right, bye-bye now.
People are out the road are washing up.
My name is Thomas.
People are out of the road are washed right. Like crazy people have to be outside washing right now. It's the same place where water keep on a rise. Do they come on the road now?
Yeah.
You see what I go on down the people? Communities still have water rise days after Meliisa. So you understand the kind of damage what go on down there. Remember, say man show a video, you never so far from the house. Remember a video we see a while ago? The man actually did actually turn up right here, so. And I show the house here. Remember the house here, man, show me? Look here now, the water, the out on the road, and look, the window cover now. I just shown this video from a next video, and the man did I walk on the road. There was no water out there, but look at now, people. See, the water actually arise. The window almost cover now. Oh shit. And nobody don't know. So somebody else say, oh, I remember when this happened in the same community about around 23 years ago while I was in high school. Water was rising from the ground and covered the houses. At the time, they didn't know where the water was coming from. And then after 23 years, them go back there. What the hell? Eh? The water is coming down from St. Anne or Trelawney, our neighboring community in Manchester. It had nowhere to go, so it destroyed the roads. The earth soak it up and release it right in that community. It happened 23 years ago. Could have sworn it was more recently that it's an old. I remember this too. So people, this place is known to flood. So that means that the whole is go full out then. So why would they go back there? Eh? I don't know. Oh boy. Yes, them not understand what time it is. Send this a relief to Jamaica.
Jamaica, my beloved homeland, has experienced widespread devastation across the island. I'm standing in front of a Boeing 737 in collaboration with 7 Air Cargo. We are going to fill this aircraft and bring supplies to Jamaica. The mission is simple. We're going to carry 50,000 pounds of critical supplies in this aircraft, and we're going to do it in 2 trips. One trip is to Montego Bay, Jamaica, and the other is to Kingston, Jamaica. South Florida right now is filled with supplies and donations. The real challenge is actually getting it to the island. We're going to be able to transport over 100,000 pounds of supplies that's needed. We need your help. We need your donations. Please select this link below and contribute to our GoFundMe page. We're a tax-exempt organization that I've had for the past 20 years under Experience Aviation. Let's go. Let's make this happen for our neighbors and loved ones in Jamaica. Blue skies.
All right, big up this G Otto Bolden. You see me? Yeah, man. All right, so the G sending reliefs. A lot of reliefs are coming in. Helps are coming in. It's just that the people them need shelters and stuff like that right now. You see me? That's what they need. A lot of shelters. I'm looking for the Rasta. Rasta should be right here.
Jesus Christ, I know say what's not. But when me see church come up, me say, me say, I see me see.
You never stay.
I never say, fireworks, dear big God.
Come on, man, say, yeah, yes, man. I know say what's still up. I'm come up and sit there and say what's still up.
Man, God.
Akeem up in.
But that's what me they could go on a bed. Me couldn't even go on a bed.
No, me couldn't go on a bed.
Go on a bed.
You could blow a bed. Whole line think everything gone over 50 man. So far I blow guns as me a river 50.
Yes, yeah, la one ya. We don't got a little house and cut up on. I got first thing come after there.
La one there.
Yeah. And a weird dog away to the house.
So you feel the place a shake
Yeah.
and you say you keep people go under the bed.
No, put in the bed.
I'm bridge that and say she want to go point to bed, but when I actually just at the part of him go point to bed.
And no light, no that pure darkness.
You see it?
But you seem to still, be upbeat, you have positive spirits. I mean,
Right.
how you manage to be so positive
Yeah.
in the middle of all of this?
Then I'm strong. I know what's right. Me have to just watch and smoke go and run out. You know, so me meet We meet Gilbert. We meet, what they call it, Hallin, and all of them there. But I tell me about fat plate when that a blow,
Yeah.
I mean, was say first time when Gilbert a blow, a Portland, then we left from the corner here, so one meet me over this already. Then we come over here, so come meet
this one.
Come meet the other one to pass, and this one come pass over there. So two pass me over here, so.
Well, this
one dangerous, because we see KTOs.
Rocky Road, man.
So the last 2 hurricanes that you experienced here didn't do this much damage. No. First,
this time we're different.
Oh, Meliisa different.
I know Meliisa alone work. Come like him and one man a walk.
I can't tell him I work. I'm alone.
I will see one man about your way love making them walk.
You know what I live.
And, it's good to see that you guys are in high spirits despite everything that's happened.
There's no help on there, you know. She want help on there, you know. I mean, everybody get involved with help on there, you know. So it must feel better. Because you don't do all that work. Somebody there for help you, you know. So if you want to help them to do for them work, then after a while, you know, we might get some help, I can help them out to get back some board and some zinc to can pass, you know. So make up a nice house for him back to can pass, you know. Because I do all of them work at you, you know. Building and then make something at you, you know. Yeah.
Fire gone through the door one night time, man. Fire not turn my house, man. I'm too, no? I can understand what time it is, man. Fire not stay in our house, people. You see me? Fire cut out. Fire run out of that rascal. People big up to the a firefighter from Westmoreland. Is a Westmoreland firefighter who helped others during Hurricane Meliisa loses her home. So while she was out helping others and stuff like that, her home was destroyed. You see me? Her home was damaged. So you understand that you're out trying to save people who do what you can, but your house gone. So yeah, you know, say all them people one night time she have to get back at home, you know. You see me? She needs to get back at home because that's her home. She was out there. I want a roof over my mother and my daughter's head. That's all I want. You see me? She's a firefighter, Westmoreland, while being on the front line responding to devastation across Westmoreland caused by Hurricane Meliisa. Firefighter Kimari Drummond is also in need as she has lost her home to Category 5 storm. We went to my home, and when I went to my home was no more. Big tree fall down, tree dropping on my, oh my God. I'm glad no one was in there, so nobody lost your life. Jaja. She lost her home in the storm, people. So you understand what time it is. Garbage cut off. Areas urged to stay calm and wait for relief. Member of the National Committee tasked with coordinated the post-hurricane Meliisa response is appealing for more patience from desperate residents in some of the hardest hit areas as they are grumbling about the distribution of relief supplies gets louder. Danville Walker, a member of the Relief and Recovery Committee, acknowledged that nearly a week after the Category 5 made landfall in Jamaica, there are communities that remained completely cut off. You see me? So, yeah, they're urging the people, for those liquor patients, they're cut off on a time and stuff like that. Someone said, why not start making plans to evacuate them and temporarily host them? That's the thing. They're cut off. Evacuate, they need to land the copter there and pick them up on a time, them more trips and stuff like that. Okay. Ermi and top, big of yourself, you know. Well, people, this storm and stuff like that is a crazy one to digest. As Mr. People, help where you can. If you're in America, you know, pack some barrels, send down for your people them. Cause even if in America and your people that wasn't affected, they're affected. You see me? Cause food, whatever. So send some barrel, go yard and stuff like that. Help your family them if it's money wise or whatever. You see me? Do the right thing, people. And help how you can because they need it right now. Jamaica need it. You know it, Tingo. Alright? Yeah, man, help how you can. Some of we still areas them still have no like we can like we not hear from some people yet, so you know I think go. But about to end this live, people, some more. So big up all our people that pass through on the live. Respect to everybody. Great Edward, Country Bus. You see me? Straight to Life. Better General King Vision. Big up on yourself, energies. All our people them support the stream. Continue to support the channel them. Please and thanks. Support however you can down a yard too. You see me? Get in contact with the people them. Do what you can. You see me? Donate to the channels them. Meaning that the government thing or whoever you want to donate, or if I sending people or if you know people on the ground when you can send things to so you can trust them to distribute it and stuff like that. I think however you feel to give back to Jamaica, because all Jamaicans are affected right now. No matter where you are in the world, all Jamaicans are affected. All of we are affected. All right? We are a part of this. It don't matter which part of Jamaica you come from, and if your parish never hit and your family are good, they're going to be affected. Everybody is going to be affected. Now, if you understand that, so spark one who can pack, send one who can send down, and stuff like that, because it will be needed. Right? I think. Ricochet, big up yourself, Mark City, Mrs. Gold, Jeremy, and Data making something. Big up everybody that pass through upon the live. Sign off right now. Bless upon yourself. Stay blessed, stay safe. I think. All right? I'm out of here.